Box here. So, some pretty big stories have broke over the last couple of days. One from MUTLeaks, one from reporters, I guess, and we're gonna cover them both, right? Both might be in the title soon, right? And it's coming, but we're gonna talk about EA's mergers and acquisitions, and if they're looking to get acquired, and if that's any good for us as gamers. I'm gonna talk first about the Madden 23 beta signups. Now, it's not officially out there, but we do expect a beta. We gotten one last few years, Gen 5 only, so that's like next gen PS5, Xbox. What are they up to, like 50 now? 300 million with the way they were going? Are they going like exponential? I don't know. But anyways, Series X, Series S, that kind of stuff. So, cover prediction. Yeah, I think it's going to be Madden. I don't know what this is. He said hashtag soon, and it's just like squiggly lines. That might be part of like the cover. I don't know. Anyways, the beta signup is going to happen. So, that'll be fun. I'll keep you up to date on this channel when it happens. It's nice. Hopefully they do it for a good length this time so we can get some good feedback, really play the game well. I really hope they make like MLB The Show and allow us to stream it and make content on it, because that can only improve the process. Because like EA's so nervous about people putting out videos of like the bugs in the beta, and so they don't want like anybody making content. But like, you know, people do that anyways, right? We see this every year. If like they have a roster mistake, like ha ha ha, they put, you know, Tom Brady's picture on Aaron Rodgers, and then they just post on the Madden subreddit. So I think it's bad press anyways. Like, oh, we'll ban a guy, but they don't care if they get banned for a weekly beta. So like, you know, they're trying to like limit content creators and like putting it out there as like a bad Madden product. But like in the end, that's what a beta's for. It's supposed to be bad, right? So I don't understand why EA consistently restricts us from that. Because we got to be able to show, and like showing with video, I feel like is the best way possible to see something. That's just me. So be on the lookout for that. We'll make videos when it goes live. Make sure and get the sign up. Make sure you do it quick, do it early to get it. All right, let's talk about the next topic of conversation, which is EA's looking to sell or merge. All right, Madden, Apex Legends apparently looking for a way out. Now, there's multiple reasons for this, and there's a lot to talk about with Andrew Wilson's poor running of the company. Like, the crazy thing about, you know, EA, it's basically traded flat the last 5 years, which is so funny to me, right? It's just, through one of the biggest bull markets, I understand stocks have gone down considerably the last couple months or whatever, but I just think it's kind of funny. 5 years with Andrew Wilson. Now, and like during the previous 5 years, EA went up a lot due to like Mutt and Fut and like the Star Wars deal. Whenever that was signed, there was a lot of hype. But EA's completely bungled the Star Wars. We all know about the problems around Madden, FIFA, all these things going on. Like their best recent game as a company, they like literally bought right before it came out, which was Apex. So like Andrew Wilson himself, clearly a natural born unleader. He's terrible at his job. Like they might want to oust this guy because of how bad he's led EA. They're doing like $2 billion in stock buybacks every couple years or whatever it is. They're literally flushing money down the drain, having no effect on their stock price whatsoever during this time. Last 5 years, obviously it's a cherry pick time frame. 5 years I thought was fine, whatever. But you could have picked it in 2019 or in the pandemic crash right there. Like, oh, it's up a lot, but. Anyways, it's just so funny how bad they've been, even though they've had these gigantic franchises forever. But his poor leadership of them, and like, imagine having billions of dollars a year to create games and like make new things, and he just squanders it all doing the same old thing. Like, oh, let's just acquire that company. Let's just buy. Like, it's the same old EA strategy that we saw through the 2000s, and then they end up closing those companies. They killed off a bunch of them. That old meme of them being like the Grim Reaper for video game companies because they kept trying to buy them, bring them to EA, and then just like sell them off, got rid of them. Right? It's just so frustrating why they can't just like create new games, bring in new things, develop them themselves. They've tried and they've failed, and it's due to his leadership. Right? He is tragic. The thing about this guy, though, he is an incredible ladder climber, right? He climbed from FIFA all the way up to CEO. Now, because he's unable to grow his company, imagine like thinking like, all right, this is the craziest thing to me. They have the EA Play, and they were like one of the first game companies to do that kind of stuff, offer a subscription service to play, right? They wanted to be like, you know, it's kind of like a Netflix-esque thing, right? You pay for this every month, you get the games. But how fucking dumb is this guy that he wouldn't even put on the titles that came out right away? Like, imagine Netflix, but you had to pay $60 for Stranger Things. Would you want to pay the monthly rate for Netflix? No, it's stupid. Like, and it's literally led by a goddamn moron who's like the probably king of group decisions. Like, oh, I don't know, I can't make a decision here, can't make a decision here. It's just like, it's just so poorly run. And like everything that EA does was done by a different game company first as of late. Everything they do is so constrained within the box of safety that you have no clue why this guy's still in charge. It's just a pervasive corporate like thought process, and it's so terrible to see this guy. Like, all right, I know what his thinking is, right? All right, he's got millions of dollars in EA stock options. So there's two things, okay? One, you get bought, you get paid out. Now, obviously, there's a big tax hit there, so that's not necessarily great. You could always convert over at stock to stock, too. But, you know, there's a lot of tax implications for that stuff. Secondly, this guy, he wants to stay on as CEO. They want him to keep in charge. That was like the whole thing. Andrew Wilson wants to stay in charge. Because this guy, his strength is not in leadership. He's clearly a pretty poor leader. No innovative design or ideas at all. He's like, oh, let's just, we can merger and acquisition or just do the same thing every year. So, like, what he's trying to do is, okay, get absorbed by a bigger company, right? They're talking to things like Apple. What are the other companies that they were pursuing here? Yeah, they're also laying off customer service. Thanks. Just like every other moron freaking company does. The third-party vendors in Romania and India, like, dog. Customer service, come on, that's like a fundamental thing of your game. So yeah, they approach this. So like, what's crazy is like this guy's a great ladder climber, right? He is great at corporate politics, you know, kiss up, kick down, that kind of stuff. I don't know if he's like that at all, but I know he's great at ladder climbing, okay? Because he climbed up from FIFA all the way to CEO. So now, because he's unable to grow his company at all, he's a goddamn moron at that, unable to increase the stock price, increase his personal wealth through increase the stock price, even though he tries to like manipulate it through stock buybacks. He's like, all right, let's get bought by Disney. Keep me on as CEO, and then I can try and ladder climb my way up to Disney from there on out, right? Like, that's what he's thinking. That's how freaking stupid. I wouldn't say stupid he is. I think he's a genius at ladder climbing. You got to have very high emotional intelligence for that. So, it's just like, overall, I'm looking at like, can you just make the games better and make more of them with all that excess cash reserves? Like, just do your job as a leader and make your video game company better? You were like, 5 years ago, you were as in good a position as any in the entire industry to grow your company into the next behemoth, and you just squandered it all. You just wasted cash, literally lit it on fire, buying stock back. And it's just like, it blows my mind. As long as you weren't like, you know, in charge of like the people in charge of, what was it, Blizzard, Activision, those people, as long as you weren't like sexually harassing your staff and doing shit like that and other illegal activities, like, I don't know how much worse you could have ran this company than Andrew Wilson. It's truly mind-blowing. So, overall, please, get rid of Andrew Wilson. Just get rid of him. EA would be so much better served, almost any other leader. I mean, be careful the devil you don't know, right? But it's overall frustrating. As somebody who plays EA games quite a lot, to see the stagnation of the company, to see that dollars that could have been spent for developers to help with gameplay, with help with so much in this game, just burned. I don't know. It's overall frustrating. I hope they don't get acquired. I know, like, everybody's like, the only way, if they get acquired, I hope they sack Andrew Wilson in the leadership there. I hope they see how much they're paying him and how useless he is. Sack him the hell, send him down the road, get somebody new, and then maybe they'll have actually ideas to help improve this game and a passion for it. That's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Until we meet again tomorrow.